Yo, what's up, boys and girls? Welcome back to, yes, a Sarcast. It's been a while since we had a Sarcast. It's been a while since we, spoke about our own thoughts and, opinions. Because usually it's mere news, right? Because we've only really gotten news recently. But now we have some drama to talk about, and we'll talk about it in this video. So let's just move on first to new big transfer rumor. That's the first topic of the day. A lot of people might be thinking, well, what's going on here, right? The big transfers have all been revealed already, the imports already, but there are three teams who haven't revealed their roster just yet: Geek Fam, Rebellion, and Dewa United. Now, Geek Fam Rebellion, I actually legit do not know. We'll get into Geek Fam later. There's going to be a separate part for Geek Fam to find their jungler. For Rebellion, I also don't know who exactly is going to be in this lineup. I don't know if you guys will still believe me when I say I don't know, because of the whole Yaoi, Emma, and everything situation, where I also said I didn't know. So I will tell you this. I do know a little bit about Dewa United's transfer rumors. I don't know if it's actually true. Again, your choice if you want to believe me or not on that one. But I have heard some rumors about Dewa United. And the rumors say, again, these are only rumors. Rumors that it's literally just rumors. I literally don't know, okay, guys? I don't know. But fuck it. Like, let's try it. I've always stayed quiet, but Dewa has been staying a bit too quiet, right? I don't know if it's... Alright, we'll just say it. I believe, from the rumors that I've heard, it might not happen this season. Again, it might not happen this season. It might happen next season. But it seems like Dewa are eyeing a new kind of import. What does a new kind of import mean? Well, the imports that we've gotten in MPL Indonesia around the world so far has been, Filipino imports, Indonesian imports, Malaysian imports. I've heard that Dewa might want to be going for a Western import. Yeah, I said it. This is only a rumor, by the way. This is something that'll be very, very cool for Dewa United. I think it's really cool. I cannot tell you guys what the names are of the names of the players that are rumored, but yeah. If this happens, it'll be the first, one of its kind, the first transfer of its kind. Getting a player from outside Asia, a Western player. Getting a player from Asia, from Southeast Asia, is already kind of tough because they have to learn the language, they have to adapt to the culture, etc. Getting a Western player will be even harder, right? Because the cultural differences are even bigger. If you get an import from anywhere from the West, it's gonna be really, really tough for the team to adapt. Firstly, in terms of language, right? Because and just culture all around. It's not just language, food. It's completely different. Everything. It's a big, big, big leap when it comes to importing players from the West. But I'm really excited for it. I think it's going to be very, very cool if they actually go on and decide to do that. Again, I don't know if it has happened. I don't know if it didn't happen. This was only a rumor. I think, and I don't know if it's going to happen this season or next season, or if it's not going to happen at all. I've only heard rumors, guys, that some of the players there was interest by Dewa United to actually go for a Western player, and that's why when I heard that at the start, I was instantly like, oh shit, Zayn, because Zayn was looking for a team as well for a while, and he was looking to join MPL Indonesia. But it might be a different kind of player. It might not be Zayn. It might be someone else. Let me know what you guys think, though, of this new big transfer rumor. They haven't revealed their roster. They're taking a very, very long time to upload their roster reveal, and I think it'll be very, very cool to see later if is good, if is very, very good, or if maybe they didn't do it this season. I believe even though they don't go for even if it doesn't happen this season, it might happen next season. But this season they might also get a few. They might have a few changes in their roster as well. Because I've heard rumors as well that we'll talk about later on in the Geek Fam part. But apparently some teams are eyeing their jungler, and that might be a move that will happen to the other team. We'll talk about that later though. But yeah. That's the big rumor, man. I just said it. Tell me your speculations in the comment section right now, and yeah, go ahead. Boom, bang, bada bing, man. So let's move to the next topic. We have NA North America finally getting a new sponsor. So let's talk about the chronological order of things, right? During M5, I was chilling with Basic, was chilling with Mobazane, was chilling with the NA dudes, Wrath as well, Pika, and even Midnight. And we were all talking about a new sponsor that is going to be sponsoring TOB and Basic in the gold lane. So they wanted to make a super team, right? It was Avalon. If you guys know Avalon from last season, the team that beat BTK, that team was a team that was sponsored by an individual who just paid the players, right? So the offer right around M5 for this NA super team was he's going to pay the players. They're going to make an NA super team and they will compete and hopefully get a better result in the next international. Unfortunately, since M5, the owner, completely ghosted the team. From what I heard, this is basically, this is from what I've heard. The guy just ghosted the team, completely disappeared, and nothing went along after that. Like everything just got crazy, the transfers and everything, and all the players in TOB who were supposed to be mixed with, fried chicken and also Basic, instead of the normal roster they had, like with Zia and Mielo, they were still in limbo. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know who's gonna move, etc. So they ended up separating again, going with their friends, going with their own teams, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, we find out that Game & Gladiators, a team that, based on my research, went to the grand finals of the international just yet last year, will be the team that will be sponsoring TOB. And this is massive, guys, right? If you guys don't follow Dota, if you guys don't follow any other league, you probably would think, what the hell is a Game & Gladiator? But if you follow Dota, the fact that this team made it to the grand finals of the international, just lost in the grand finals, right? But still made it to the grand finals, it's big. It shows you that we're finally getting eyes on the MLBB scene in America. North America, for the most part, has been a region that not a lot of sponsors have been really too excited about, right? Because, again, viewership is still in a very early stage. The community is still in a very early stage. Everything about NA is still in a very developmental stage. It's not in a stage that is already financially proper yet, right? Because it's still a big gamble when you want to sponsor and support these teams. And I'm really glad to see that Game & Gladiators wants to make that step, that leap of faith, to see how this goes, to see the prospect of MLBB. And with them here, honestly, I really hope that we will be, or NA will be able to get more fans around MLBB, more eyes around MLBB, and the community will grow even more to later having more sponsors that come in and support the other teams, and then they'll make a full-fledged league like MPL. Hopefully MPL NA. I mean, if we look at it just a few weeks ago or a few months ago, before Game & Gladiators, after the sponsor kind of dipped, after the Avalon sponsor dipped, NA becoming an actual full league with sponsored teams looked kind of far away. But now that Gaming Gladiators is here, I think the future. Well, I don't know what the future holds for NA right now. This could be the big step forward for North America, the community, MLBB, everything. So let's hope for that. And I believe the team that will be sponsored is TOB, and I think they do get to decide the whole roster. So, I mean, I know it's been like, it does sound like I'm just hating on TOB every single time. I want to say I'm not, right? I want to say good luck, though, to the Ohio brothers. Again, when we're talking about mental, when we're talking about stage performance, etc., I think that's something that, for now, it's something that is still a big problem for TOB, right? They always perform really well in NACT in the regular season, back before MSC, if you remember, Outplay, when they were still Outplay. Before they were Outplay TOB, they went undefeated in the regular season, and then they won. No, they lost in the grand finals when it came to stage, right? And then this time, they did improve quite significantly, I would say, compared to the Outplay days. But still, not enough just yet, because I don't know. They're really good when they play in NACT. Maybe it's the level and skill difference between NA and the rest of the world, but I honestly don't think so. I think we've seen NA perform so many times with really, really good performances in the international tournaments. I think it comes down to mental. The teams that performed really well in the end from NA were the teams like BTK and the Valley, right? And there were a lot of TOB members there. Shark, Hoon. and before Basic, right? But now Basic's no longer in the team. I believe it's Zia. So even though I'm a BTK fan, it doesn't mean I'm a TOB hater. I would love to see the development of the TOB players. I think Best Player 1 is still a very phenomenal player. Mechanically, yeah, I would say he might be better. He is better than Zane mechanically, hero pool-wise as well, right? But that's the thing that Zane will always have for now until Best Player 1 can prove to the world. Mental is something that he'll always have. And believe it or not, playing, like, having better mental, it sounds like a very small thing to have. It sounds like a very it doesn't sound that impressive, right? It's like, oh, he doesn't have as many heroes as the other player. He's not as good mechanically. But mental goes a long way, guys. Just being able to think properly without having any doubts in your head, without having the pressure dig you and eat you up, it's a big skill to have. Playing on stage in front of thousands of people on stage, yeah, it's a very, very, very important skill to have. Doesn't matter how good you are in the end. If you don't have the mental, if you can't handle the pressure, you're an elite player. You're an epic player. In up there, you're not even mythic glory level sometimes when the mental when the pressure gets to you. So yeah, we're gonna move on to the next one though. Geek Fam Jungler. Who's gonna be the Geek Fam Jungler, guys? So again, a lot of people have been speculating who's going to be Geek Fam's Jungler. And I've gotten these questions so many times in my live streams as well. Geek Fam, is Janna QT going to come back? Is Hades going to come back? Will they get an import as their jungler? Also, I've said this multiple times on stream, but in case you're new here to the channel, and again, a lot of people still are asking me this question on my live stream, so I'm just going to say it, guys. Geek Fam, it's almost impossible for them to get an import as their jungler. Why? Because in MPO Indonesia, there's a regulation where only 2 import players can be playing in one lineup. Okay? Because technically there can be 3 imports in the team, but only 2 can be playing in the roster. Okay? So, they already have Beloyski. They already have Marky. Unless Beloyski and Marky gets benched, which I really, really doubt, they will not get an import. The feasible answers, the feasible transfers that they can go for is an Indonesian jungler, mainly, the rookies, the newer players, or the players that have or that are free agents. And again, similar to Dewa United, Sutsujin is a free agent. A lot of people, including myself, think Sutsujin would be a very good fit for Geek Fam. Geek Fam is a very macro-centric team. Actually, you know what? They're a very macro-centric team when we think about Beloyski. But they're honestly a very mechanically driven team. They're a team that will just go for team fights, and win out in the end. They will win their early game super, super good, like super well. They'll be able to control neutral objectives early on very, very well. But when it comes to the mid to late stage, they always somehow fumble due to the rest of the team. I would say like Marky, Beloy, a boy as well, have okay macro, right? They make good decisions, but the entire team as a whole, sometimes they make very questionable decisions. They need a player with better decision making. They need a player with better macro. And come on, Sutsujin just fits that puzzle, right? It fits it so well. Sutsujin has always been known. Sure, mechanically, he's amazing. I'm not going to take away from Sutsujin. But I think what makes him shine the most as a player, from what we've seen in the past, has been his thinking, his macro gameplay. I think it's been really, really interesting to see his development. Interesting to see back in Season 10 as well, how he played. He was known for Assassins before he joined MPL. But when he played in MPL, he was known for his Akai. He was styling, winning against every jungler, right? On that Akai, on these utility junglers, because his pathing was phenomenal. His decision-making is amazing, and his overall calculations were great. And that's what continued over when he joined the MDL. Sure, there's always going to be more chances to go on, play mechanical heroes in the MDL. But in Snapdragon Pro Series, he kind of proved that, maybe mechanics isn't the only thing that you should be looking out for when you're looking at Sutsujin. Because again, he made really, really cool and good decisions as a jungler. Very good. I don't know. I just really like the macro style of Sutsujin. And I think Udil or some other, I forgot who, but I remember watching a clip, where people were talking about how good his macro really is, how good his pathing really is. And I think Geek Fam could definitely benefit a lot from a jungler like that, as opposed to getting a jungler that is basically another Nile. Because the rumors are it's Ray. Ray is going to be the new jungler for Geek Fam. These are the rumors. I've heard many people say Yaoi said it on stream, etc. I personally don't know if that's going to be the case. But yeah, a lot of people are looking at Ray now just like as the new jungler. And I would say mechanically, this guy is amazing. Ray is probably the opposite of Sutsujin, right? Where his mechanics are the thing that shines so much more compared to his macro, his decision making. His decision making has actually been very, very suspect sometimes. But hey, if they really have a great mind in Beloyski, and now if Marky can, we've seen in M5 as well, if Marky is able to help Beloyski with the macro department, with the decision making department, getting someone mechanically gifted just like Nile, which here is Ray, will be good. Another mechanically gifted player, maybe this time with a bit more experience, because he actually has played in MDL, in MPL, and he's played in MDL for a long time too. We'll see. Let me know though in the comment section down below if you guys agree with Ray or Sutsujin. Which one do you guys want to see in Geek Fam? Do you want to see Ray or Sutsujin? Let me know. Next on the list, Diablo has been farewelled, and yes, you heard it right. Farewell, Diablo, bro. Diablo, the poster boy of RSGSG, has been farewell. I don't know if it's farewell. It's basically good luck in your next team kind of post. And it's ridiculous because he's the poster boy. You would not expect a move like this to happen for someone like Diablo, right? You would expect the other players maybe to be transferred, maybe like there will be some changes, but the man Diablo, that's insane, right? So you can see the post on your screen right now. Status is transferred. That is the status. It's not a farewell. They haven't farewelled him. And probably it's a loan, right? But where the hell is he going? Sure. A lot of people might think Indonesia will be a good, good region for Diablo to go to. But will Diablo join Indonesia? I feel like it's going to be another loan towards a Singaporean team. Another Singaporean team. Let's just talk about the options here for Singapore. A lot of people might think it'll be Flash or Bleed. Either one. Those are the two big teams with RSG, right? But honestly, looking at how many more teams have joined MPL SG just recently, Homeboys has an SG team, right? And I actually have no idea where he's going, by the way. But now there are more contenders for him to actually join compared to just like earlier or last season, 2 seasons ago, where you would just think RSG, Bleed, or Flash, right? I'm so confused. I still don't know. I have no idea where he's going to go. I actually DM'd him and I asked him, and this time I'm saying it for real. I actually don't know where he's going. Because I know I said that for Yaoi and Iman and everyone, but this one, I have to be honest with you guys, I legit don't know. I have zero clue. So I'm only speculating here. Biggest chance, Flash or Bleed, right? Biggest chance. I played with Diablo a month ago or a few weeks ago, and he was playing with Lolzy, right? And Lolzy is a Flash player. That was an RSG player that was loaned out. I don't know if that might be a spoiler. I don't know if they accidentally spoiled that. Maybe he joins Flash and then Flash becomes crazy, but I don't think Flash will replace Adamir. Knowing how good Adamir has played before, in previous season, they became champions as well. I have a feeling it might be Bleed, boys. I have a feeling I don't know. I'm just super excited for this transfer. I think it's really, really cool. And I hope I really hope that he makes some crazy splashes, boy. Like, oh man. The transfer rumors are so insane. In Indo, and now in Singapore too. It's getting hype. Diablo, bro, poster boy of RSGSG. Yeah, that's it. This is more of a like a wow, news. This is more of news. Because I don't know where he's going. So I can't even fucking like tell you guys anything. I can't even clue you in about this situation. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Where is Diablo going? Very interesting. Let's move on to the next topic. All right, guys. So this is something that honestly I should have made a video about a few weeks ago, but again, was streaming, was doing other things, didn't really have the time to talk about this. But there's this drama going on in Indonesia for EVOS specifically. Okay, so back before they revealed the roster, there were rumors circulating from EVOS fans, from maybe EVOS haters as well, that Haji and Ogwed and so many other players would be joining EVOS. Everybody was spamming rumors left and right. Where's Yawi gonna go? Where's Iman gonna go? Where's Haji gonna go? Where, you know, all these rumors going on, circulating. And then they revealed their roster. And I remember seeing in these comments, people were already saying, there were two funny words, EVOS, Haji. That's where it all started. They were making a joke about, you know, Haji not being there, because Haji was the transfer that was heavily rumored. Like the others, there were rumors. They were pretty big too. But Haji joining EVOS was something that was pretty massive. Everybody was talking about it in Indo. Everybody wanted that to happen. But yeah, they revealed their roster. No, he wasn't there. He was nowhere to be seen. So the comments came up. Two funny words, EVOS, Haji. And so after that, Aura revealed their roster. Yawi came up. And then in the comments again, there were people saying two funny words, EVOS, Yawi. Dua kata lucu is the way that they say it in Indo, right? In Indonesian. But yeah, it kept on going. And then in the Bigatron convention as well, Bigatron event that I did ask Iman as well, based on the script that I was given, about the same thing. You know, the rumors going on about you joining EVOS. What do you think? And he decided to say, yeah, two funny words, EVOS, Iman. And again, I don't know. This you need to tell me, guys, in the comment section. But do you guys think this is really extreme? Do you guys think this is like something that's super offensive? Do you guys think this is something that is crazy, like disgusting? What a move! How dare you say something bad about anything? Because I think it's such a it's such a very low punch. It's not even it's very irrelevant, if you know what I mean. It's just funny, you know. It's not something that's like, oh wow, so much, that's crazy hate towards a team. I don't know. I feel like it's very tame. I don't feel like it's too crazy. I don't think it's a crazy burn or anything, you know. It's just funny because, you know, these rumors were true. It happened, and it's a meme to say that. I personally don't think it's like anything too serious, but apparently a lot of people do. A lot of people, they felt like their families were fucking offended or some shit. I found it quite ridiculous, the fact that people were actually getting hard triggered by this. Because I would expect something like the 7 meme to be more triggering, because it's based on the performance, right? Because like transfers and all, I don't think it's as offensive. The whole 7 thing was way more offensive. Was way more of a hard burn, you know? This one's more of a, yeah, haha, gotcha, you know? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section, because I think it got overblown. There was a point where this nerd as well on TikTok just kept on fucking mentioning me and sending like hate and was like tagging me and shit. I didn't even know this was happening, by the way, because I never opened my notifications on TikTok until I saw a DM from one of my caster friends. He was like, bro, this guy's talking mad shit about you for asking the question. The question to Iman. And I'm like, what do you mean? What are we talking about here? And yeah, and I watched it and I was like, bro, what the hell? The guy was legit mad, and he was like, bro, he was going crazy. He was like legit triggered and mad, bro. Wow, it's almost like I committed a war crime, bro. It's not that deep, bro. Trust me, it's not that deep. Sorry, but yeah, it's ridiculous to me, the fact that it got blown up so much to a point where people felt like it was that offensive. I don't know. I'm pretty speechless. I was pretty speechless when I fucking saw it as well. I was just so confused. What the hell? But yeah, if I did offend anyone though, I'm very, very sorry. Again, I did not mean to offend. It's just a running joke. And it was also part of the script. My question, it was part of the script that was given to me as a host. So it wasn't even a question that I came up with. Yeah, so very, very sorry to the people who I offended. But I again, I don't think anybody should be offended. I think it's a very tame joke. Let me know what you guys think though in the comment section down below. Is it too much? Is it crazy? Is it the best insult that that anyone's ever come up with, bro? All right, let's move on to the next topic, which is also very, very interesting though. This is coming from Homeboys and technically RQ, but just the CEO of RQ, Mr. AP. So, in a statement, there was a post coming out that came out from a media, from an Indonesian media, right? And it was basically saying, it basically said in the quote that Daddy Hood said Hijime actually trialed for Homeboys, but in the end he was not able to join the team, and they decided to go for Udil due to like whatever reason it is. The trial, that's how it happened, right? He actually joined the trial, but he wasn't able to get in the team. Udil was. So again, it's just one of those statements where, yeah, we did try out this player, but maybe he didn't fit the team, maybe he didn't have as big of an engagement, etc. There's a lot of things that go into a decision when you go for players. Mr. AP was not super fond of this statement of Daddy Hood. He felt it was kind of offensive, again, because Hijime is a player that has given Indonesia a trophy before. This is a player with an achievement. You know, this is a player that has done so much for his team and technically for Indonesia for getting that trophy. So he should be respected. He shouldn't be disrespected like this, saying that, you know, he didn't pass the trial, etc. Because I do understand. Maybe, like, because I'm looking at it at both perspectives, right, guys? My perspective, looking at it, I didn't feel like Daddy Hood's statement was offensive or disrespectful at all. Saying that someone didn't pass the trials, in my head, it wasn't offensive. It wasn't disrespectful, because I know the different criterias that teams have for trialing. Because sometimes this player, like let's say, in the case of Hijime and Udil, we'll use them as examples, okay? But this is just an example. Say Hijime trialed, Udil was the one who got accepted, and he also trialed. That doesn't automatically mean that Hijime is worse than Udil. They might be very similar in terms of skill. Heck, Hijime might even be better. But in the end, it's about the team synergy, right? It's about how good they play together, how good they communicate, how much they are, well, how fast they adapt as well, how driven they are to move over to be an import player in Malaysia. And there's a lot of other things outside of that, like engagement, views, the popularity of the player. And for the most part, when it comes to, you know, the entertainment side of things, Udil 100% has the edge over Hijime, right? He's a bigger name, he's more popular, he has more fans, and he'll bring more eyes to MPL Malaysia. And I think even when it comes to communication, Udil should have that over Hijime. Again, I have no idea, but that may be the reason as well, because he's been in the game for so long. He's a very experienced player. Udil is one of my favorite players as well. He's always just so cool in interviews. You know, alter ego interviews are never disappointing, mainly because of Udil and Pai and Udil. So yeah, a lot of reasons that go through trials, and it's not just based on performance. That's why I didn't feel it was disrespectful. But again, I can't understand why Mr. AP thought it could have been disrespectful. I think he didn't feel disrespected. This is my opinion again. I think he just felt a lot of Indonesian, you know, netizens could take that quote and see it from their own perspective as, yo, they don't know how the trial works, so they'll be like, fuck, Hijime is just washed up. Hijime is just garbage right now. And that's why I think Mr. AP is speaking out about it, is also making a video on it about, you know, the whole thing. I think he's going to explain why or how the thought process, how the thought process is behind the scenes when the teams do go for trials and when they do actually decide on a player. Yeah, I think it's a very good video if that's exactly what's going to happen, if that's what he's going to be uploading, because then a lot of the Indonesian fans will understand finally that trial is not just based on pure skill. It's not just based on individual skill. It's a whole lot more. And trust me when I say this, it's very important for teams to look over just past individual skills. Like, they need to look over mentally, they need to look over everything. There's a lot of things. And yeah, basically that's it. So yeah, those are my takes on the issue right now for the Mr. AP versus Homeboy situation. Let me know in the comment section though what you think. Do you think it's disrespectful? Are you on Mr. AP's side? Which perspective do you understand? Do you understand what I said earlier and do you agree that it's just a different perspective? Because for me, I didn't find it disrespectful at all, but I also know what goes through behind the scenes to go for the player. Maybe a lot of you guys didn't know about that too. So let me know again your thoughts in the comment section down below. We're on to the last topic of the Sarcast, and it is MPL Indonesia Season 13 start date. The start date for MPL Indonesia Season 13 has just been leaked. It was leaked on TikTok, and then Yaoi apparently said it on his stream, and then, it just spiraled out of control. But from the videos, etc., it is the 8th of March, 2024. We'll see if that's true, guys, because I cannot confirm nor deny it, obviously, but these are just reveals. But I will say this. Season 13 is going to be fucking insane. I think it'll be even more hyped than Season 12. I think it'll be the most hyped season of MPL Indonesia ever, with all the transfers happening, with the drama as well. Even like the EVOS drama earlier, the 2 funny words. I think that has created a lot of drama that will actually impact MPL ID very well in the engagement side. A lot of EVOS fans are fired up to see their team disprove the haters. We don't need these players that were used as a joke, 2 funny words, etc. And a lot of the other teams also, because of the drama, feel very fired up. Fuck it, let's go. And I think even the casual viewers, a lot of you guys will be very, very excited for MPL Indonesia Season 13. Because I don't remember I'm always super hyped for every single season of MPL Indonesia, but I do not remember a preseason, a transfer window, an off-season as hype as this. I have never been this hyped up for a season of MPL Indonesia. And trust me, I've been hyped up a lot for other seasons. And I think everybody knows why. Yeah. We will be pumping out content as much as possible on the channel, guys. We will be making an MPL Indonesia Season 13 recap for every single week. We will post the video with gameplay as well. We will try to analyze what went wrong with the teams. There's going to be a lot more content this time around for MPL Indonesia Season 13 compared to last season's, and you can expect the Mirko channel to be uploading a whole lot more and to stream a whole lot more as well. So if you guys are new on the channel, go and click that subscribe button. I cannot wait to see everything that will be going on. Even NACT is going to be starting soon. MPL Malaysia, MPL Philippines, all the rosters will be announced. And enough said, man. Enough said. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next live stream. And let me know how hyped you guys are for MPL ID. Let me know your opinions on any of the big or any of the topics we were talking about earlier. And let's go. Peace out, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.